Hello, traders. How are you? Good evening. My name is Anna DeShields, and today is Monday, 9/11/2023. How are you? I hope you had a great trading day today. We are going to go ahead and go over the move on Bitcoin and just follow up with our conversation that we had yesterday. Please feel free to join me. Right now, the schedule is 8:30 Eastern this week. So I hope you're able to jump on, put the kids to bed, do what you got to do. And I'm planning to be on for about an hour, and we'll just do a top-down analysis on Bitcoin. So what I want to do here right now is make sure I run my some disclaimers real quick. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And we are going to get started. Hope you all had a great trading day today. I know I did, was able to go ahead and did well with the Bitcoin sell down. So, woo, finally 25K. Finally, Bitcoin made it there. Yay. Was interested to see, well, she just would not go down there, would she? Jeez Louise. Playing around all summer. I thought she would have went down there in August, but it's okay. We made it down there today. So let's look at it. First, let me go ahead and get all set up. So I'm just going to I'll be right back slide. Just a momento. All right, just a second. Muted. Oh my goodness. How long was that mic muted? Oh my goodness. Don't tell me my mic was muted that whole time. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jenny. How are you? 9 o'clock. I hope my mic. I hope my mic was not muted that whole time. Was it, Jenny? Oh my gosh. She says she can't hear me, and I had muted that. I don't. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me you didn't hear that whole time I was talking about Bitcoin. That would be awful. Let me know. Let me know, please. Goodness. That would be so bad. Oh, I hope that doesn't I hope that's not the case. Jenny, thank you for telling me. Let me know if you can hear me now. I hope you can. You know what? I know can tell if you can hear me. Let me turn this mute on. Oh, okay, I can hear it now. Jeez, that was crazy. Um, all right. Let me go ahead and see if I can share this Excel sheet.
It is 9 p.m. Anna, check your trades today at 9 p.m. Created 9.09.23. It is time.
Here it is. Okay, I got it. Okay, this is what I wanted you to see. All right, good. Let me go back to it now. So we had filled this out yesterday. Um, Let me just put in here this chat real quick that I had fixed the volume. I hope you can hear me. I'm not talking right now. I'm just replying to this comment. I'm saying hopefully this was not the case the whole time. The whole time we replayed that Bitcoin move. That replayed that Bitcoin move from this morning. Okay. All right. So here, traders, what we have here is this is a result from your daily analysis for Bitcoin. So here, these are my confluences that I track. So for the trend for the day, the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minute, the 5 minute. And so um, I have 2 days worth of data on here. The purple is on Saturday's info, and then Sundays is in black. And so what I do is I like to have the 2 days comparison with each other so I can see how it's transpired within the day. I was having them up in different individual tabs, but then you'd have to flip back and forth to see the prior day's info. And that I wasn't feeling that. So I adjusted this sheet a bit more. And so it's really interesting information as you start to gather this type of data. um, I've been trading now for, oh goodness, a while now. I've been trading Bitcoin for about 2 years now, and so I would have had several different versions of writing up my daily analysis work. I had a sheet similar to this, but now I've added a lot more, information as my learning and trading has changed and grown. Um, but the point I'm trying to make is the information, having the whole log is so really cool. I have alerts from back when price was up at 60 grand. It's so cool. So, I would encourage you to don't be ashamed if you like to keep historical data on their asset you trade. It's good. You will be very thankful, I'm sure, later on that you kept it. So here, these are my confluences that I track. I want to know the trend. I want to know about the 11 and 21 cross. Those are the EMAs. And I want to know the channel. Where's the location of price in my channel? And I want to know the beach levels, what level they're on. And I want to know the moving averages, the 800, the 200, and the 50. I want to know where they're at. And then I score my trades, just like you do for a playbook for your trading. You score your trades because you only want to take A setups, A or B setups, right? So this helps you be able to score them. And then for the momentum, I want to know for the red wave where price is at. So I record my red wave. And so at this time, I have the data and then the bias for the information that I collected. So here yesterday, um, today's the 11th. So this is the red. Okay, this information I did not update from 9/8 was what day was that? Friday. So I have Friday's information here. So this is actually for the red wave. This information is 2 days old. So we need to update that. We need to update that. We actually need to do a new tab too. But I do have, I thought I had the red waves. I thought I had done that yesterday. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is from day one. I did do day two. Here's yesterday. 9:10. That was yesterday at 11:30 at night. Okay, so I did gather the data. So for the red wave, it was below the 20 buying up on the day, about 35% up, and is still buying. The 4 hour was almost out. I'll show you this wave that I'm talking about, but it's just to see the information here. The 4 hour, the momentum price was heading towards overbought. So it was halfway up. The 2 hour was selling. The 1 hour was all the way oversold at the bottom. And then our 15-minute time frame, um, I believe I took this data last night at 11:40. So it was near the top, almost 75% at the overbought. So this is pretty cool because we can see we had anticipated that sell down. Now price was at um 25,781. So just had like 300 or 700 pips to move down to hit 25. But to be honest, I didn't think that was going to happen last night. I did not think that was going to, and I mean today, last night or today, I didn't think that was in the play based off of our confluences here, our data here. But, 700 pips for Bitcoin is definitely not something hard to do at all. Definitely not hard for her to do at all. Okay, I just wanted to go back to that Excel sheet. I'm going to hide that. Okay. All right, so we are at 25. And so let's go ahead and let me show you what I mean by this information. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of it so I can just plop it right on the charts. We don't have to flip back and forth. All right, I'm going to stop share. Okay. Now let's go ahead and share this other screen. I go back in here. Oops. And share this. We'll put it on this one. Okay. Okay, good. Now, this is what I was meaning by the waves. This wave here. See these waves here? The red, the yellow, the red, and the orange. So when we plop this data in here, oops. Okay, we're going to plop it right in here. And that way we can read it. Hopefully. We might not. A little bit. Okay, so here, see how, oh, that's a beach level. We don't want that. We want, oh, wait, did I take the wrong screenshot of the wrong info? I did. Just a second. Okay, now we can blow that up. Okay. I'm going to make it really big. So here, the red wave for the day, it was below the 20. So let's see what that looks like. We're on the day, and the red wave was below the 20. So that was yesterday. Well, that's Wednesday. Right here, Sunday. So a little bit below the 20, depending on when I had done that. Okay, at 35%. But buying up, I said, okay, so we're at 35%. Then the 4 hour, when we go to the 4 hour, the data said the 4 hour, it said the red wave was halfway up. So that was like right here. Wait a minute, right here, Sunday, halfway up. It was still halfway up, buying up. And I said it had a bit of a dip to the sell, but regained to the buy up at 11:30 last night. So that was like around here. That's what I was talking about for this red wave right here. This little comment right here. So that's what I'm referring to. So for it to drop that 700 points, we really are just right in the middle of the momentum indicator and just tanked. So the one that did give us the clue that it was still going to sell was the orange one at this time at 11 yesterday. Right about here, it was still selling. So that would give us a clue that it wasn't done. So as we work together more, I'll explain how these waves work. But oh, and most importantly, listen, I am with a community of traders, and so one of their coaches. And so, if you'd like to have these indicators and more information on this and how to use them and exposure to other coaches, please consider joining the platform that I'm with, and it's Lee Allen's Trade on the Beaches of the World, a great community where you can go ahead and have different types of coaches teach you on your trading journey on how to trade. So these are her indicators. This is all of hers. So it helps gauge in your managing of your trades. Okay, so that was for the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 2 hour and see what the 2 hour had to say. And then I want to replay that move down because that was the purpose of tonight's call. I tell you, that hour goes by really quick. Okay, here's the 2 hour, and we're on the 2 hour time frame, and we're looking at this red wave. So I said price was buying up on this time frame, the switch, and then switched to selling on the 2 hour. Price was buying up and this time frame, and then switched to selling. Okay, so here is it was buying up and then switched down to the sell. Okay. So on the 1 hour, prices at the bottom and they are crossed but not under the 20. So on the 1 hour, let's go look at the 1 hour. Here's the chart. The 1 hour, I had said prices at the bottom and they crossed, but they're under the 20. So that was at 11:30. So that puts us about right around here. I had used different indicators there so you could actually see the cross on these ones. You can't see it, but that's okay. But they did actually, you know what? I can show you that. Let me show you that. 11:30. That's like 11:30 is what? 2300 hours. Yeah. So see right here, they crossed. That's what I was talking about. They actually crossed 11:30 last night. Right here is what I was referring to. How the red wave, that's the red one. The two had crossed, the two lines had crossed. And so that's what I was referring to. One hour. This is at the bottom and they cross but are under the 20. So you can see here, when they crossed, it was like 11:30. They were at that point, not quite under the 20, so maybe I should not have said that, but right at the 20. So yeah. So with that being said, we are then, of course, looking for perhaps then the buy up. And that did not happen. So what really ended up helping us was the orange was still selling down. Could have let us know that there's still selling momentum. And also our momentum here on this one was still selling down as well. So that was super cool. That was super cool being able to see that and using part of our Excel sheet as a reference to go back in time and look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop share real quick and talk to you guys. Okay. So, I was thinking, traders, I come on here at 8:30. I might have to make this a little bit earlier. I might have to make it a little bit earlier. I have to tell you, I get kind of tired. Just talking this whole time. So maybe tomorrow, what I'll do is tomorrow's Tuesday, get on at 7:30 instead of 8:30. So we can dig down deeper into some of this information that I want to share because these hour sessions are going by very fast and I'm not nearly skimming the information that I want to cover. So, okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Feel free to send me any messages that you might have questions about Bitcoin. I would love to be able to let you know. I also have a Telegram group that I want to tell you about. I should make a little thing for it. and it's a group of traders who are looking to um, either they're funded by prop firms, or they're working on challenges, or they're working on competitions by these prop firms, and they're all sharing their bit of information with the other traders on how their experiences and how it's working for them, and just a great community where you can get to talk to other traders that are doing the same thing that you're doing. So that is on Saturdays at 3 p.m. I dropped the link. It's a Zoom call for an hour. So it's a great resource. I invite you, would love to have you on. It's free. It's a free meeting. I also have the recordings on my website. So you could check out the recordings if you're not able to make any of the meetings. I started this group about a year ago, and then had a couple of sessions, I guess a couple of months actually. And then I had to pause it because of the hurricane that we had in Florida almost a year ago, had damaged my home. So I had to put a pause on that, and now just resuming that group back up. So super excited, especially now with the conversation with these prop firms and us traders who are might be thinking of that avenue, how that impacts you in your journey. So I encourage you to join us, and that is on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's a Zoom call. It's free. Um, and you'd have to join the Telegram group. So I'll go ahead and drop the information, and I'll actually have that for you tomorrow. So I think I will start tomorrow at 7:30 instead of 8:30, so I can have a little bit longer sessions and go over more information that I've been wanting to do. Also, traders, you'll find I'm going to be making some just pre-recorded sessions where I'll go over other information. And so come back, check out the channel, and just for more information on to help you in your education for your trading journey. Remember, these are all educational purposes, showing you to help education wise. I'm not at all trying to call out any trades or anything like that. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, you know what? I do want to finish this night out by showing that replay of Bitcoin to the drop of 25,000. So let's go ahead and rewatch that. I'm hoping the beginning of this session, I had gone and we watched the replay on the 5, and I'm hoping, Lord, that my mute button was not on the whole time. So if it was this, then we'll cover that. So we'll go look at that again. All right, so this was our 5-minute channel that we had on there. And let me do something over here. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure my mic is working well and that I'm not on mute. Okay, I see it is working good. So we're happy about that. All right, now let's go ahead and do the replay of that fall today at Bitcoin at New York Open. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to do it right here. And we're going to watch that replay. It's going to be over here to your right. Here we are. Price is at 8:55 on the 5 minutes. So we'll play this out. Now I had a sell to the bottom of this 1 hour channel, so that hit nicely. Okay, let's go ahead and put on candles. Okay, here's the signal for the sell down. And there's your sell. Oops, let me pause it. Crud. Let me just change the strength of this watermark. Okay. Rewind it a second just to right here. All right, let's watch that again. Let me make it a little bit lighter. Okay. It's on a 5-minute time frame and press play. I want to see how that sucker fell. Goodness. Goodness. 1, 2, 3 bar push. Pause. And we hit into the 25. There you go. Rejection. Back up. No continuation. Now see how much it pulls up into this 11 or the 21 or into the area in between it, also called the value zone. Okay, this is at 12 o'clock. Let's see if it can push up here. I know we looked at it before, but I want to see the strength of that because I would be entering for maybe a continuation back down. Actually, I probably wouldn't even be touching this because I just wouldn't be sure if she's going to keep selling. So let's see if she does continue to sell down. My stop loss would be 2 bars above the 21, and I'd be out if it continued to buy up. So, it looks like we can hit 25 again, so that would be a good trade. And it's 118 pips. Okay, we're gonna signal for the buy up, but it has to break the 50. Those 2 candles got me out, so I would be out of the trade for that sell. And I would just actually I'm thinking I would just actually wait on that and see what she did. Although she could keep falling down, so really it's up to you. Your goal with the trade. You wanna do your risk to reward. There she goes. Stop loss right above here. 2 to 1 risk to reward. That's a 5 to 1 risk to reward to 25, and it didn't use any of it. So that would have been a good trade. 156 with a stop of 31. 5 to 1 risk to reward. That's a good trade right there, and it hit it. So that would have been nice. Um, and now we get to see how that 25,000 was played out. So now if we're looking for the pullback for tonight and tomorrow up into this zone is what's on the table, 350 pips, 270. So, um, that's what we will be looking at. I'm probably gonna give an update sooner because when we talk again, it's the whole day had gone by tomorrow. So, um, we'll see how that works out. But if we did do the buy up, we can buy up into these zones. That's what I do, telling you what to do, just educational purposes for trading, learning how to trade. So high to low fib. Normally, the 5061.8 zone are the common zones for traders looking for the re-entry, for the continuation of the trend back down, and then exiting at these levels. So you could always if you wait for the trend, you're that type of trend trader where you wait for it to pull back and then sell down, you could very well do that. I've been trading Bitcoin for, quite a while now, 2 years now, so I know that I can take her back up and take it back down. So that as well is on the table too. So what's gonna let me in on that, let me look at the 1 hour really quick, and then we'll conclude the session here. Broke our 1 hour channel, I scrolled down to the bottom of it, and the 1 hour is the momentum is pushing us up for the buy up, even though we have a green it's selling, that's okay. We do have momentum to the upside. So it'll be interesting to see where she takes if she goes back up into that zone. So let's go ahead and put the 1 hour fib on here. I have to update all of my information again. So here's our fib for the 1 hour, probably very similar to the 5 minute. And we're looking for price to do this tomorrow up into here, here, and then sell back down. We'll have to see what she does. She might just consolidate tomorrow and not do any of that. And the best way to go ahead, if you want to take something, you could use your 15-minute time frame and take trades off of that channel. And then from there, when it starts breaking out, you know you're in your higher fibs and higher channels. So if he does start to see a breakout, then you have zones of where you could go up into here. Um, be interesting if it does return. I don't think it will, though. I mean, this isn't news. Um, so that's what's on the table. Okay, and I have alert going off, and I'll show you that. Says we're having a 11 and 21 Exodus cross off of the 15-minute time frame. So that what that means is this. What that means is take that off. Is the 11 and 21 EMA when they cross traders, you usually have a huge momentum, a huge surge to the downside. And so we have the cross for the sell down. So it could go ahead and blast off with the continuation back down since the trend is selling. And then the target zone would be the most recent low. So it could be here, or you could even go down to here. Price would have to go and do a 100% retracement. Um, but that, let me see here. So we're going to do, if you did this zone here, we're saying price would have to go to that low and retest it. It's not what I wanted. Okay, so here. See, price would have to make 100% retracement and then go on further into those fib projections. Let me make that a little bit larger. Okay. Oh, jeez. That might not be too much. Let's go 14 and the sell. Oh, I'm gonna have to make this darker. Okay, so price comes down, have to do 100% retracement, and then you could do TP zones to this area. The 127 and 138, once it gets to here, this is strong area of support and resistance, so definitely could bounce. So we should see a huge surge to the downside with this cross, or you can go deeper down to here. Then you're saying you're asking your asset to come all the way back down and go some more. So the move is up to you where you want to put your low. We didn't put it here. That's just way too close. So I could do it right here. And then stop loss could be right above where the cross was at or above this high here. Usually when these crosses happen, you have a huge surge to the downside, so you don't even end up using that stop loss doesn't really get indented too badly. Doesn't get into too badly. So you could put your stop loss above the wick here or you could put it right above the 21. That is close, but you'll see as you back test this, or above the 50 if you like. And then doing the fib projection, we have saying, yes, we want price to do 100% retracement to the last low, and that is 54 pips. And then you could go either further into TP zones into here to the 127, 128, securing your profits and knowing that these are strong areas of support and resistance. So if it does break through, going to the deeper zones is also profitable. All right, traders. Well, let me go back here and stop share. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern. Thanks, traders.